I don't really talk a lot about content issues in these videos, maybe every once in a while. And that's for a particular reason, because, well, I trust you to be able to make your own content decisions as an adult. I'm not speaking to children, I'm speaking to adults, and we can do a little research and figure out if something is within that range of what we're comfortable with content-wise. Because to be honest, we all kind of have those different levels of comfortability and also different types of content that are more destructive to us than others, or might be, because of temptation or whatever. One I know that really gets to a lot of people, though, is excessive gore and violence. And I can understand that. I'm not a big fan of it myself, obviously. But the thing I want to review slash recommend even today includes lots of that type of content. So right off the bat, I just want you to know this is a gory show. It's AMC's show called The Walking Dead. Now, you may be rightly saying, hasn't this show been on a while ago and isn't it off the air now? Yes, currently it is not airing, although a second season I'm sure will be starting at some point. There were 6 episodes that they delivered, and because I've had recent opportunity, my wife and children being out of town, to catch up on movies and television, I watched the entire first 6 episodes, the entire first season of The Walking Dead, based on recommendations from friends who said it was pretty amazing. A word of background: I don't like zombie movies. I haven't seen a zombie movie I like. I just don't get into them. The gore is a pretty big reason for that. It just kind of puts me off. But they just kept telling me this is different. You'll like this. It's story-based. You'll enjoy it. So I watched. And they were right. Enjoyed it very, very much. Those moments of gore, those moments of blood, they are disconcerting and, I don't like them. But between those moments, which are, I wouldn't say they're few and far between, but they're not all that the show is, between those moments is a pretty engaging show about a group of people trying to survive in a difficult situation, i.e. the zombie apocalypse. And it becomes interesting on a couple levels. One is the character story level, which is done very well in this show. They do a great job. I think it's based on a graphic novel, comic book, whatever, that has been done, and so there's a lot of obvious thought put into the story arcs and the characters and who they are, and you can see that on the screen. And the other level it works on is thinking about, how do you survive something like this? I think this is what people like about zombie movies and about the zombie apocalypse idea, is the idea of what would I do, how would I survive. It's morbid, but at the same time there's a real puzzle mentality to it, similar to how to survive a plane crash or something like that, where you try to think it through and what would you do, but at the same time it's a very real and morbid situation. So I think those are the levels it works on, and I have to say it works. When it works, which is most of the time. So a recommendation with a content warning: The Walking Dead is a very good show in many, many ways. If you struggle with gore and blood and you just can't handle that kind of stuff, it is not the show for you. If that is something you can work through, then you may find some enjoyment in The Walking Dead.